Good morning and happy first day of school. I am sitting down on our coffee table and out in front of me is a bunch of pencils and markers, coloring pencils, a remote. I just got done watching Finding Nemo with Junie, and while I did my artwork, this is her artwork. Do you see how intentional she is? She is literally an artist, and I'm sure everyone thinks that about their child, but after having 4 children and seeing how they all were as toddlers, I feel like she's very intentional. Like, she likes her row, her little drawings, super cute. So she sat here and drew. And then I also have my phone in the corner because I'm Marco Poloing my friend Missy. So welcome back to school, guys, and welcome to our vlog. Our summer was one of the most laid back summers we've had in the last 10 years, and it was really nice. But because it was, I really did want this summer to be a little more intentional when it came to the kids. And I'm gonna go over that in 1 second, but I do wanna talk about our day because it was the first day of school. I have about 30 minutes until my first child comes home, and I was pretty sad on the last day of school because I watched all 3 of my boys together. They went to school together all year long, they came home all year long, and I knew that on the last day of summer, our whole lives were going to shift quite a bit, and it really has. This summer, all of the kids have grown up exponentially, and all of the kids are a lot more capable, and it's just weird. We're getting into kind of like some preteen stuff, which is different. And I knew they were gonna just be bigger in my eyes because they weren't gonna be together this year. So Jackson went to a new school, a big school. He was really nervous. He has lots of different classes, and I was really excited to send him off this morning with his friends. And he is very excited but very nervous for this year. It was so fun taking him back to school shopping and meeting his teachers over the week. And one of the things he said when he met with one of his teachers was, we left and he goes, man, that was a lot of eye contact, because like he was trying to be really nice and polite, but she was talking to him a lot, and I think it was just very overwhelming to meet so many different teachers. And then after Jackson, he actually left before the other 2 kids woke up. And so it was kind of a calm, relaxing morning because they left, and then the 2 other boys woke up, and then I got them their breakfast. We made protein pancakes and a protein smoothie this morning, and we got them fed, and then they left. And it was kind of sad because I thought, God, all my boys have been together for so long. It's just different. And so they're very excited. Calvin is the oldest in his school right now, so I am excited for him to experience that this year. And everyone is excited because they have good friends in their classes. And then after they left, I threw my hair up, I threw some pants on, and I took my youngest and her new friend, went to dance class together. And it was so magical. We came home, and then she said, swim. She's been saying swim for 2 days, and I've been like, no, I'm overwhelmed. We're not swimming. And so we got our suits on and we swam in the pool. And it was pretty cool seeing her growth because this summer she learned how to swim. And she can float on her back, she can dive in, swim, flip over, float to the edge of the pool, grab on, and it's pretty cool. So that was my day, but I did do something while we were watching the movie, and I want to show you. And it was a video I wanted to film at the beginning of the summer. And there were so many times I wanted to film the video, and honestly, it's a little chaos. It's quite a bit of chaos. So I just never got around to it. So let's do it.
Speaking of a little chaos, like Ellie said, Jackson's gonna be home in the next 30 minutes, and I have a few errands to run too. So June is down for a nap. And yes! I am going to go run a few errands, hopefully be back before they get home. Love you.
Sweet. It's funny, she doesn't usually nap anymore, but she will sometimes. It depends how tired she is. She loves to play. So she will lay down and play with dolls. She'll get out and play with toys. Sometimes she'll then go back and take a nap. It's wild. It's wild. She's very good at self-entertaining. Okay, so this is what I wanted to show you at the beginning of summer. And honestly, what I would have loved to is to have gotten ready today. I know nobody cares when they watch videos. Like, I don't care if someone's ready, if they're not, but in my mind, it just always feels good to like wake up, get ready, and then I feel like I can be more productive. And as I was doing this, I'm like, I don't care what I look like. I'm just gonna film it and show them, because this is what I look like. It's been a day and I'm not gonna have time to get ready before the kids get home, because after this, I'm gonna make them a snack. So this is what you're getting today. Okay, so this was at the beginning of summer. Do not mind my messy handwriting. Don't mind, it's chaos, but it worked for us. So over by our fridge where the kids go every single day, they've been, how do I start this? I'm gonna start completely over from the start. My name is Ellie Mika. When my kids are like 5, I feel like they are capable of doing a little more jobs around the house. Like, I just remember when Jackson was 5, that's kind of when it started. Like, he would do trash and he would help me. And like, it's just slowly, like over the years, they do more and more. Last school year, this worked really great for us. Every day, each kid had the same chore every single day. We didn't mix it up. So every day, Jackson had dishes. So he unloaded, loaded, helped wipe off counters every single day. Yes, the other kids would help, but like that was his specific job that day. That same day, Calvin would have dog poop every day. So it doesn't matter if it's Monday or Friday, you've got dog poop every single day. You go out, you clean up, you feed the dogs, wash your hands. Jackson does the dishes every day. Tommy, I would help him a lot. But he had a job every single day, and it was just really nice because it was busy. The school year's busy. They're tired. They had different like sports that they were doing. So instead of like being like, well, this day is this and this day, like it was just easy and it was consistent. And honestly, for their ages, it was very nice for me. And then they got really good at it. They got really good at doing that one job. And then like halfway through the school year after Christmas break, we switched it. So then for the next few months, the other kid did dishes every day and the other kid did dog poop and the other kid dusted. So it was like it was pretty consistent. So by the end of the school year, I thought, you kids are very good at your jobs, not just like, because sometimes when you're little, you don't do the job fully.
Well, I wanted to show you the fit for the day. No, not my clothes. Although my shirt does kind of match. We've got a GMC AT4 truck with the Honda Monkey in the back. Yep, something's going on with the fuel injector pump as far as I understand. I know little to nothing about motorcycles. The stuff I do know is like, oh, will it turn on? Okay, now I can drive it. And that's about the knowledge that I have. So I'm taking it to someone to help fix it. It will turn on, it just won't roll over. And I've checked everything that I know how to check here. So it's out of my pay grade. We've got to go take it to a professional. As much as I would like to have this one, this is my friend's truck. Perks of having friends with a truck, am I right? How could I forget? How could I forget? Oh yeah, that's not going anywhere.
So that worked really well. For summer, I broke it up quite a bit. This is our summer chore chart. I'll have Jared do a little thing right here so you can see it. It's nothing fancy, it just worked for us. So I'm gonna show you that every single day the kid would go over to the corner of the wall where this was hanging up and they would see their job and then they would do their job. There was many times where I had to remind them, hey, do your job before you can go play. By a few weeks into this, the rest of the summer, this was the smoothest summer we have ever had. My house stayed the most tidy it has ever stayed. The kids are bigger, they're more capable, they have more jobs than they've ever had, and they're consistent, and it just was really nice. So all summer, they would do their jobs, and then we added this for the whole summer. Every Saturday, they clean their bathrooms. And I don't know if you're thinking, oh, your kids are old enough, they should have been doing that long time ago. Or if you're thinking, wow, your kids are really young, good job. I don't know what you're thinking, but I feel like I'm just super impressed. I'm very proud of them. At the end of the school year, that's when Jared actually pulled the boys aside and he was like, Mom is not cleaning the way she does. Like, I do that all day. Like, I don't even have time to film or do other things that I want because I feel like I'm constantly just cleaning if I'm not with the kids or if I'm not helping practice piano or if I'm not making dinner. Like, it just was a lot and it was getting very, very draining for me. And so Jared, for a few weeks in a row, was with the boys every Saturday and cleaned the bathrooms. And then summer came and it was more consistent. Okay, guys, we're not gonna drop it. Every Saturday, you're gonna clean the bathrooms. So Jackson cleans him and Calvin's bathroom. Calvin cleans Tommy's bathroom. And I do have Tommy do a few other jobs that are not for the bathrooms. But that way, the bathrooms upstairs are cleaned once a week for sure from the boys. And every once in a while, I'll go in and tidy up throughout the week, like I'll touch up things. And my expectation for cleanliness is very high. And we have walked through all the steps multiple times. We've watched them clean and helped them. And when they're done, they say, okay, come check my job. And then we'll go check. And honestly, I'm so proud. I fully have confidence that if I said, hey kids, I really need help today, both of you do all the bathrooms, that they would all be done to my expectations. It's just honestly so nice. So I'm very proud of them. Another thing we added this summer onto their jobs was laundry. They always bring their laundry down. They put it in the hamper. They bring their basket back up. I wash, dry, and then I put all of their clothes in their own baskets. And then at the end of the night, they take their baskets and go put their clothes away. So they do put their clothes away. But this summer, Jackson and Calvin learned how to actually do the laundry. They sorted it, they would put it in, they would start it, they would put it into the dryer, and then sort it into the baskets. And that was really fun for me as a mom. One of my favorite things being a mom is teaching the kids like life. Like teaching them like tidiness and cleanliness and how to brush and floss your teeth properly. And honestly, those little things are what bring me a lot of joy with parenting them. So it was just a really great summer for their ages to add more things on to their jobs. So this is the list that they did this summer. They each had about 2 big jobs a day. You're home! You're home so much earlier than I thought.
It looks like I'm the only one here, so I have to unload this by myself. I've kind of approached it so the driveway gives me a little bit of an angle so I don't have to go down so steep. I figure if something bad's gonna happen, I should probably film it just so I have record of me failing miserably at getting the monkey out of the bed of the truck here. So wish me luck. Oh, hey, how are you?
I'm watching you about ready to make that jump.
You're my hero. Save the day. Okay.
Got it. I got it. Go ahead. Let it go.
Man, that guy was a rock star. That was like just such a fun interaction. Yeah, the guy works there, but it was just so nice for him to come running out there and help me out. And it just made me realize how much not only do I like getting help, but helping others is such a good feeling. When you can help someone out, especially unexpectedly, the feeling in your heart just is so great. And I think about the kids going to their first day of school. Jackson specifically is in a brand new school. He's not familiar with the environment. He only knows a certain amount of people. There's multiple schools coming in. So having someone that he can lean on or having someone that can help him out in his time of need would be so nice. My challenge to myself every day is to try and be the person who catches someone when they fall. My goal to myself is to try and help someone every single day, whether it's as small as holding the door open for someone, literally the Boy Scout cliche of trying to help an old lady cross the street, or as big as, helping someone push their car out of the road because they can't get it to start or it's stalled or ran out of gas. Anywhere in between, and the sky is the limit. I truly believe that when we help others, we help ourselves, and having that momentum with each other is just what the world needs. It's a little way to make not only someone else's day brighter, but yours as well. Jackson should be home from school any minute. I'm excited to see what he has to say about the day.
Okay, he got home like 20 minutes earlier than I thought. That was so fun to catch up. As I wrap up, I want to show you what I have for their new chores. This list looks a lot better. So this is the summer list. And this is the current list, and this one looks so much cleaner. I really like this structure because one day, one kid has one job, and then the next day, another kid kind of has a break. Like, we kind of broke it up, so each kid has 2 jobs a day, but then one kid gets a smaller amount that day, and it kind of breaks it up so not every day they have as many. So when it comes to jobs and chores, of course I'm looking on like Pinterest, or I ask like ChatGPT about things. This really just works for our family. I could add 100 things on here. It's like make your bed or brush your teeth or pick up your room or practice your piano or get ready for football. But to me, those things are just part of life. Like you wake up, you pick up your room, you brush your teeth. And that is something that I've been very, very consistent with for as long as the kids have been alive. So it's kind of ingrained in them that they naturally do that. But these jobs are chores that I really need help around the house. And so that's why I didn't include all of the other things like make your bed and stuff, because that's just things that you need to do anyway, like hygiene type of stuff. We've got their list, and then at the bottom I added this because honestly, this has helped our family so much. I could talk a lot about it, but we have a family motto, and if you don't have a family motto, you could borrow ours, or you should find one that works for you. Jackson, what's our family motto?
Let's start over.
Yeah. The kids know it because we say it probably at least 2 or 3 plus times a day. Our family motto is let's start over. And I don't know when we picked that up, but we've been saying it for years now. I also let my kids know, especially as they're getting older, because they are hard on themselves. No one wants to be in trouble or get disciplined, but we can always start over. And just recently, I have been hearing the kids say it to each other now. So like arguments will happen or whatnot. One of the kids will say, okay, can we start over? And the other kid's like, yep. And then they go about their way. And it's just really nice. Jared and I say that to each other all of the time, and we've been saying it for years. And it's like we don't need to hash out. We'll talk as long as one of us needs to, but okay, can we be done now? Can we start over? It can happen like that. Like we can forgive each other and move on. And it's just one of my absolute favorite things that we do as a family because I have seen it help us tremendously. There's no holding grudges. There's no thinking about, oh, you did this and like staying mad. It's like, look, we talked about it. Let's move on. So I really love that. With that said, we also have a family goal, and it's been our family goal for a long time. And I feel like if we see it, it might help us all. I feel like are in the absolute thick of it with 4 children right now, and they're young. Our family goal is no yelling, and I try my hardest to try and talk and communicate first, but yelling happens, whether it's the kids, whether it's me, yelling can happen and we don't like it. No one likes it. And so that is our family goal. And then right here, I have a little thing that we try and talk about a lot. Jared is, and I believe this, but Jared for sure is like gratitude is everything. Like you can be grateful no matter your situation. You can find something to be grateful about. And so it says family gratitude. Gratitude means noticing the good, being thankful, and showing it. So I really like that not only they had their chores, but they had things that we are trying to work on as a family every single day. So I'm gonna go hang this up in their spot so when they get home from school, they will see their new chores. And we will probably honestly start this in a day or 2. We're gonna let the first, second day of school marinate. I think everyone is going to be utterly exhausted because we are used to staying up as late as we want, and we are used to eating and snacking all day long and not having structure. So we are ready to get back into that routine. All right, with back to school, I've been trying to really clean up as I go, but this needs to be, this needs some love and attention that I'm not ready to do today. Something that I would like to do is, it seems like twice a year I'll buy quite a bit of crafts just so we have them on hand for the summer, and then so we have them on hand for fall and winter. I've had this craft, the pet beads, for a really long time, and we went camping last week and I brought them. It was so fun. Like one of my kids did 3 or 4 of them and they have them on their book bag. They're so cute. I would like to clean this space up and get a few more crafts for the drawers over here. So like, the kids eat every day, and then over here, they've got drinks and stuff. And over on this wall, we have all the schedules for the kids and everything laid out. And then at the bottom of the wall, we have their chores right here. So every single day they just, they walk, they eat breakfast, and when they're done, they come over here and they look at what they have to do. Honestly, it's nothing special. It's what I just wrote down. I'm sure I could print something super cute out or have it be even more detailed for my kids. Even for me as an adult, like simplicity is the best, and it's just super simple and it's short. Like Mondays, this kid has this job. Monday, this kid has this job. Like, it's just easy. I like that we have our family motto. I like that we have something to reiterate, that we're gonna really try hard to not yell. But guess what? If we do, we can start over. And then we, have our little quote about gratitude. So I really do think I'm in such a fun spot in life. I know just a minute ago I was like, we are in the thick of it, because we are, but I feel like I'm kind of coming out of one stage of life and into another, having very capable kids. And it also gives the kids a lot more freedom as well. They love to come, they do their work around the house, and then they have so much freedom to go do things now, go play. Like, it is weird, like them leaving the house and like going off and doing their own thing that they're interested in and hanging out together, or having a really good friend that they hang out with. It's just been a really fun summer. I hope it was a memorable one for the kids. It wasn't as extravagant as we've done in the past, but it was very memorable for me and a big growing time of life for them. So I better hurry and get a snack before the rest of the kids get home so that they feel loved and taken care of. And I probably need to comb my hair and get myself a snack as well. A friend settled, that's not a big deal.
You're back already?
I got back 30 minutes ago.
He got back like earlier, 20 minutes earlier than we thought.
How was it?
Okay.
On a scale of 1 to 10.
9.
I love that. A 9. Did you make any new friends? It's just the first day. A 9 out of 10.
You won't even talk to me.
Hey, stop being a teenager and pretend like you like us. Okay, hold out your shirt. I want to see it. Did anyone at school say anything about it?
No.
Are you kidding me? I think it's a hilarious shirt.
When I bought it, he saw it because it was like you could have it made at the mall. And the lady was so excited. She's like, this is my first one I made.
I can't believe no one has said anything.
It's cute.
It's probably a good thing because it is a TikTok sound, and that must mean that most kids aren't listening to TikTok. But maybe their parents are, like Jackson hears us hearing that song all of the time, and that's why he thinks it's funny. Okay, proud dad moment. You remember what I was talking about in the car about being the helper? Well, Jackson came home and he told me the story. He was so worried about not being able to find his classes and getting lost and anything like that, but he did just fine. What happened was a friend of his couldn't find one of his classes, and so Jackson was the helper. He walked him to his class, showed him exactly where it was, and still had time for him to get to his class. Those are the moments that I'm telling you about. Those are the moments that help us feel so good and is so relieving for the other person. And that, to me, is a proud dad moment.
My whole life is people helping me. My whole life. So I'm like, thanks everyone for keeping me afloat.
Well, the truck is coming in handy in more ways than one. Calvin just called and said, Dad, my bike tire is completely flat and off the rim. I don't know how that happened. I just pumped up his bike tires and made sure they were all good today. Maybe he hit a nail or something on the way to school. But either way, the first day of school, poor guy. Take a look at this. Like, how did that even happen? Super happy to be having the truck today. Here's another closer look. Like, what? Why is it off it is completely off. I know you probably have already told Mom, but if you could put today on a scale from 1 to 10, where would you put it?
6.5.
6.5. Okay.
Maybe a few things you didn't like.
Yeah.
It would be a 7, but when I had to get in my class, I had no idea which door it was.
Yes. I made sure that you walked through the right door, though. Your teacher came out and was like, Calvin, that's the one.
Yeah.
Tommy, I'm asking everyone, on a scale of 1 to 10, how was your first day of school? Oh my gosh, you just fell. Are you okay? You're right down in the middle out of 5? What was good?
The best thing, the cookies for lunch.
Love that. What was not good?
Well, she kind of bossed us around.
Yeah, teachers can do that sometimes, huh? Yeah, if you can't tell, Tommy's bouncing like this, and so this is how I'm maintaining eye contact.
But I just really wanted to jump on and talk about jobs, talk about the first day of school. It was just really fun sitting here for the last little bit, talking to a friend, watching a movie, and making a chore chart. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.